Raise a glass, let the worry slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. There's Troy laughing with his gin and a grin, telling stories about where he's been. Boomer's got whiskey, he's loosening his tie, chasing dreams under a midday sky. The bartender knows us, he's mixing with flair. Every sip's a moment we're happy to share. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worry slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. The clock don't matter, we're lost in the vibe. Jazz in the air, feel the soul come alive. From martinis to bourbon, we're riding the wave. Stealing this hour, it's the freedom we crave. Sun's still shining, but we're in our zone. This bar's our shelter, our temporary home. One more round before the world calls us back. Savor the moment, keep the blues in the rack. We'll laugh, we'll toast till the afternoon fades. Memories made in these liquid escapades. Liquid lunch, pour it smooth, let it flow. Friends round the table where the good times grow. Raise a glass, let the worry slip away. Liquid lunch, we're living for today. So here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun. Our liquid lunch, till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon. Chasing that jazz under the high noon.
Vasalut and welcome. Welcome to a thankful Thursday. I'm very thankful for this day. Starting out with the fact that I'm thankful that Doomcock had me back for Pop Culture Breakdown last night. Once again, that was a lot of fun. It also gave me an excuse to low-key release the Kraken early. So I was imbibing a little bit last night on stream. He said it was okay because he was. So anyway, let's get to all of you guys for whom I am very thankful as well. Starting with PJ of Orville Nation comes to say hi. Welcome, PJ. Together we grow. As always. Big Al of Big Al Presents says, Happy Thankful Thursday, Liquid Lunchers. Hope you have a great show, Troy. Well, thank you so much, Big Al. Super appreciate that. It's lunchtime for Curtis Selby. He says, howdy. Howdy to all of you. Suzanne says, hello. Hello, Suzanne. Good to see you. Love of my life is here to share her love with me. And she's asking you to share the love by liking, sharing, subscribing, becoming a member, leaving a comment. Well, I guess that is content, right? Leave a comment. And if you are feeling so generous because you have enjoyed your membership so much, then give a gifty. Would very, very much appreciate it. And so would the person who receives that. Jonathan Conroy says, hail all, smash the like button, and enjoy the show. I hope you do. I hope you are thankful for the positive message I will have for you today. Chapla! Can we be thankful for the peace deal? Though I am skeptical that it will hold. Put a pin in that, Gorilla's Random Thoughts. That is my third article of today. We'll come to that towards the end. Greetings and good afternoon to Rosefire as well. Thank you so much for being here, Rosefire. Let's see here. Who is grateful for the refreshing green mint tea that she's sipping on this afternoon, and for clear skies overhead and cool, crisp air to breathe. Yes, it is brisk, baby. That's how it is when autumn comes. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's see. Saying hi to each other, which of course I appreciate. Netter is in a meeting. I understand. Love you, my dear. You go do your work things. Let's see. Did you show Doomcock that face reveal I did? Yeah, that's a good one. Like, share, subscribe, comment, become a member for the price of a cup of coffee. Certainly cheaper than the price of a cup of coffee at the now soon probably to be going out of business Starbucks. You can help out Pacelli. There is not many left in the wild. Yes, that's absolutely true. Thank you so much, Geek Flag with Nate Knows. I recently acquired a ticket to see a local production of Jekyll and Hyde musical this autumn. So excited ever since I heard the soundtrack. Yeah, is that the soundtrack with the Hoff? I really enjoyed that myself. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what I am thankful for. I'm going to set up a little bit of tension and reason to be thankful. Let's get into it. Going right to Dolly Parton's sister asks for prayers as country legend deals with health challenges. This comes to us from Channel 7 News in Waterton, New York. This got a lot of mileage, got shared around a lot on social media the other day. Dolly Parton postponed her first Las Vegas residency in more than 30 years late last month, saying that she was dealing with health challenges. Coming out of Knoxville, Tennessee. We'll be talking about Tennessee again tomorrow, by the way. Oh, thank you so much, Joe's Atmosphere. Drive by, like, and a share, and apparently a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Super appreciate that. Lee Fisk, welcome. Good to see you. And did I miss? I think I missed Connie Cleary. I'm sorry, Connie. Welcome. Good to see you as well. Good to see you all. So let's get into this. Dolly's sister is asking for prayers as the country music legend continues to recover from recent health problems. Frida Parton posted to Facebook Tuesday afternoon saying she has been praying for her sister and asking others to join her. Many of you know she's hasn't been feeling her best lately, Frida Parton said. I truly believe in the power of prayer, and I have been led to ask all of the world that loves her to be prayer warriors and pray with me. Dolly Parton postponed her first Las Vegas residency in more than 30 years late last month, saying she was dealing with health challenges. In her statement, she joked, writing, "It must be my time for a 100,000-mile checkup, although it's not the usual trip to see my plastic surgeon." Prior to that, Dolly Parton also had to miss the announcement of Dollywood's latest ride. I hear Dollywood is doing very, very well lately. Frida Parton didn't mention what health concerns the singer may be facing. She's strong, she's loved, and with all the prayers being lifted for her, I know in my heart she's going to be just fine. Godspeed, my sissy Dolly, Frida Parton said. We all love you. While Dolly hadn't done much performing since her 2016 Pure and Simple tour, she has released several books, but put together a Broadway stage musical and has been featured in several albums. That's wonderful. That's, prayer is always a good thing. So a lot of people got very, very concerned, right? Because, she's getting up there in the years. Looking great, though. She really, really does. In fact, let's see just how good she's looking. This is Dahley herself, and I don't know what's going to happen if I play this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. So just in case this does get demonetized, I'd like you to consider that when you think about how you might be able to support me. But this came the very day after that Facebook post. She said, "I ain't dead yet." Let's hear in her own words what she has to say. Oops, I don't want to respond to it. I want to just play the thing. I did not share sound. Hold on a second. I'm going to have to share sound. My apologies. I'm going to have to stop sharing, share again, but this time with sound. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Natalie, bring your camera over here. I want to say something. Well, today's October the 8th, and obviously I'm here
The 8th.
doing some commercials for the Grand Ole Opry, which is why I'm dressed kind of like a country western girl. But before I got started, I wanted to say, I know lately everybody thinks that I am sicker than I am. Do I look sick to you? I'm working hard here. Anyway,
Good.
I wanted to put everybody's mind at ease, those of you that seem to be real concerned, which I appreciate. And I appreciate your prayers because I'm a person of faith. I can always use the prayers for anything and everything. But I want you to know that I'm okay. I've got some problems, as I mentioned, back when my husband Carl was very sick. That was for a long time. And then when he passed, I didn't take care of myself. So I let a lot of things go that I should have been taken care of. So anyway, when I got around to it, the doctor said, we need to take care of this, we need to take care of that. Nothing major, but I did have to cancel some things so I could be closer to home, closer to Vanderbilt, you know, where I'm kind of having a few treatments here and there. But I wanted you to know that I'm not dying. Did you see that AI picture of Reba and me? Oh, Lordy.
Is funny.
I mean, they had Reba at my deathbed. And we both look like we need to be buried. But I thought, oh my Lord. But if I was really dying, I don't think Reba would be the one at my deathbed. She might come visit me earlier, but anyway, there's just a lot of rumors flying around. But I figured if you heard it from me, you'd know that I was okay. So anyhow, that's what I wanted to say. And I'm not ready to die yet. I don't think God is through with me, and I ain't done working. So I love you for caring, and keep praying for me.
I do love that. I love that whole idea of just keep praying for me. I'm doing okay, but I'll always accept the prayers. I do know that in a previous many years ago interview, I remember her referring to herself as a God-fearing woman. Those were her words, not mine, and I think that's really, really sweet. Let me see what you guys are saying here real quick. Let's see here. Oh, welcome FKC 2005, whom we lovingly refer to as Tim, because that's your name. Unfortunately, Nate can't stick around, but that's fine. I understand. Yes, it is the same musical soundtrack from Hasselhoff performance, but these will be local Yeah, of course. They did Joseph a year ago. Good. Awesome. Let's see here. Rosefire is saying that Duncan Hines also sells Dolly Parton mixes, including cornbread, buttermilk biscuits, and brownies. That's pretty cool. Did not know that myself. Clue Studios, welcome, my friend. He says, I love Dolly. Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't? She is wonderful. Good afternoon, all. And Troy, I want to say, loved you on Doomcock last night. Great job. Thank you so much, Leia Plus Size. Hard to keep up with the chat. There's so many people in that chat, so I didn't see who all was there. She's been talking that way for quite some time, and I think, I don't know this for a fact, I don't know her personally, but I think she wears dentures. I think that's why. Haven't tried the mixes yet, but they look tasty and enough to prepare, easy enough to prepare when you don't have time to make from scratch. Yeah, that's what those mixes are. That's what they're for. Wallace Lang says, God bless you, Dolly Parton. Absolutely. No reason you can't keep praying for her. She's had some issue. It's apparently not immediately life-threatening, but and she herself said that she's kind of been not necessarily doing what she needs to do. So let's hope that she. Why can't I remove this from the scene? Darn it. Entire screen. I'm just going to share the next article that I'm going to get to, just to get Avon off the screen. Let's see here. What else were we saying here? Dahley is a true national treasure, and she was on the Orville. She absolutely was. Love Dahley, glad she is doing well, and after all this, she still has the sense of humor about the situation. I don't think she'll ever lose her sense of humor. Even, talking about losing her husband and everything, that was rough, but I'm sure more than anything it was her faith that got her through. And she just has a good, healthy attitude, Dolly Parton, yeah, I think it is dentures because she didn't speak like that when I was in my 20s. Yeah. People, you get older, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Speaking of doing what we gotta do, and this was what Gorillas was getting at. Well, let's let him speak in his own words. From life experience, someone who never calls in or gets sick and has to cancel something suddenly gets sick, don't last long after. Yeah, you got to take care of yourself. You absolutely got to take care of yourself. She may have not been feeling too much like taking care of herself in her husband's illness and passing, but now she's got to focus. So understand that. And speaking of focus, here's something else to be thankful for. Israel-Hamas agreed to phase 1 of Trump peace deal to release hostages and begin a ceasefire. Look, I've been... I tend to be fairly conservative, right? I have no problem admitting who I voted for, but I am also very critical of the administration when I disagree with it. One of the things that Trump ran on was no new wars, and I've been very concerned that he still seems intent on getting us involved in conflicts in the Middle East and in Eastern Europe. We voted to get out of being involved in those events. But if this is the way it's going, if this is how he's playing it, bringing about a peace deal, then okay. But no new wars, right? So let's take a look at the fast facts. Israel and Hamas agreed to the first phase of a peace deal that will see all hostages freed and Israeli troops withdrawn from most of Gaza. President Trump announced the deal on Wednesday night, hailing assistance from Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey. Hamas has 72 hours to release the 20 remaining hostages believed to be alive, along with the 28 who are deceased, starting Thursday morning. Trump says he'll attempt to travel to Egypt for Israeli-Hamas ceasefire signing. I'm not going to play the news bit. Israeli ambassador says no peace in Gaza unless Hamas hands over all 48 hostages. Well, that does seem to be part of the deal, right? So, here it is. So I kind of understand that. This is all fairly new stuff. New York Times says Trump's Middle East plan deal could be his pathway to the Nobel Peace Prize. Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Considering Obama got one just for getting elected and being black. He hadn't done anything yet. So, just saying. Nice to know that even Trump can earn one. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, okay. Welcome, Mark. If I didn't say hi to you earlier, I thought I'd seen you earlier, but I don't remember now if I said hi to you. Thank you. Wallace Lang says, Troy Pacelli, you were great on Doomcock's Pop Culture Breakdown last night. I hope you will be on again in the future. I'm sure I will. I think that's like the 6th time. I'm what do they call a reserve member, right? He calls me in when he's got an open slot he's trying to fill. But I am hoping to be back on when last night we talked about the movie Nightmare on Elm Street. I asked him if he could specifically have me on to speak about the show or the film. Well, film series, in my opinion, Hellraiser. I would very much like to be a part of that. I am a huge kind of super fan of that whole franchise. Merpo, thankful for this stream, and that there might be an end to what Troy is talking about. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Obama did nothing to earn that Peace Prize. Except maybe being the first black president. In all deference to Bill Clinton. I was forwarded a site that documents the war crimes of October 7th. I will share it if you wish, but I understand if you don't want to see it, it's horrible. DM that to me. I'd like to check it out. Welcome, Aged Boomer. My sidekick for tomorrow night. We will be talking AI tomorrow, which has gotten very, very scary. And I'm going to get a little bit beyond the articles that we're going to be looking at tomorrow. See? Yeah. You got it. Well, speaking of we'll come back to this. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be talking about over the next week, and then we will finish up with this. And I want to hear what all of you are thankful for as well. Be right back in just under 3 minutes.
You are watching Liquid Lunch, streaming every weekday at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Let's sip together.
This Thursday night, Netters Network welcomes back returning friend of the channel, the enigmatic and mysterious Christoph of the Vagrancy Horror. He's going to update us on what's new on his channel since we last talked to him and find out what he's got coming up. That's this Thursday night at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netters Network.
This week on Saturday Night at the Movies, Jeremy Renner and Gemma Arterton are brother and sister duo Hansel and Gretel, professional witch hunters who help innocent villagers. One day they stumble upon a case that could hold the key to their past. Join us for Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters on Netters Network Retro Cinema this Saturday night at 9 Central, 10 Eastern.
In a world where nearly all the entertainment is remakes, reboots, and rehashes of older properties, maybe it's worth it to get some commentary from people who experienced it all when it was novel and fresh. Catch Boomer and Pacelli on Geeky Geezers every Sunday night at 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
This week on Live from Sparkwood and 21, we'll be watching the first half of the series created by Mark Frost and David Lynch called On the Air. This sitcom follows the staff of a fictional 1950s television network as they produce a live variety show called The Lester Guy Show, often with disastrous results. Join us this Tuesday at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern on Deleted Scenes and Affiliates.
When Keela, the purser of the cruise ship Space Princess, makes Scorpio's crew a lucrative offer, Avon is loath to refuse. After all, even if it does belong to Servalan, who could resist the temptation of 17 billion in gold? This week on Last Call presents Blake's 7, 10 p.m. Central, 11 Eastern.
We now return to our liquid lunch.
Rosefire says, methinks Trump is going about this like a businessman and also planning ahead so that a similar conflict doesn't repeat itself in the next few years. I think that's probably how he's thinking. Whether or not that's the best method, I don't know. I do... Given where things are at right now, I do think that any saber rattling that we've seen up to this point has been him trying to negotiate from a position of strength. I hope that doesn't mean that he actually would have drawn us into another foreign war. But I think that kind of alluding to what I think Curtis was getting at, you can't really negotiate with terrorists. You really can't, which is what we're talking about with Hamas. But at the same time, the current leader of Israel has really just warmongered himself into a position where he is losing support throughout the West. And in fact, support for Israel, foreign support for Israel, hasn't been this low since World War II. It's pretty bad. There needs to be rational leadership, and they got to stop this whole let's wipe everyone out, let's start a war with everybody that we don't like. This is not good for anyone. I mean, look, my name Pacelli, that the root of that in Italian, pace, means peace. So I tend to think of things from a peaceful mindset. My concern is Hamas. I don't trust them to hold to the treaty. Could regroup and retry again, but after 2 years, they may not have weapons or cash to keep going indefinitely. And here's the other thing: what happens if you wipe out Hamas? Right? It's like pulling weeds. Right? Something else will grow in its place. And what are you going to do? You're going to go to war with their backers? You're going to go to war with Iran? That's not a long-term solution either. Let's see. Rosefire, like last week, I thought it's slow, and so I will clean out a little trash can. Oh, yeah, you guys are talking about the problem-solving mentality. Right. Welcome, Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. Great channel. Make sure that you are subscribed. I don't care about Tron reviews. I'm going to watch Tron Ares. I think you're going to be disappointed. I was talking in chat with a friend of African extraction who stated that he believes that Warren G. Harding was of a quarter black heritage, so he could have been the first black president. Interesting, but unless we know that for certain, and with the absence of him making that claim himself at the time, I'm not sure, we could retroactively ascribe that. But it's an interesting thought nonetheless. Yeah, Netanyahu is a dumbass. He really is. I wish no one see the horror of Hamas-style terror attacks. My prayers are that those who choose to watch the videos I've seen on the news, the body of a relative carried away from a homicide bombing. Yeah, and honestly, this is why what's happening here in this country is so important. These ICE raids and so forth are literally dealing with people just like that who have invaded our country and are planning all kinds of horrible things here. We're doing what Netanyahu should have done long ago. Take care of your borders. Take care of what goes on in your country. Be prepared for an attack. They got caught with their pants down. They really, really did. Lesson from history, multiple front wars can end in disaster. BB forgot that. Absolutely. Absolutely. A certain mustache man decided he was going to attack everyone and unify the world against him. That's not a good strategy. Not a good strategy at all. Well, that sounds interesting. Fathom Events is promoting the Dark Crystal. If you want to throw back to 80s dark fantasy, I have wonderful memories of the Dark Crystal. That one played on continuous rotation on cable. My brother was a huge Henson fan. So even though it was a little dark, a little bit scary for him, he was challenged a little bit by it. He still loved it, and he still wanted to watch it whenever he could. So I wanted to bring up one other article related to this. It's on the same page. This one is literally giving a live feed of articles coming in. So let me go back to this. Oh, I thought I was sharing. Add to scene. There we go. So MSNBC panel lauds Trump over remarkable Israel-Hamas peace deal. PMSNBC actually, being positive. President Donald Trump's peace plan for the Middle East was praised by MSNBC panelists John Meacham, presidential historian, and David Ignatius, a Washington Post columnist on Thursday. As ever, it depends on how the chapter ends, but the beginning of this chapter is remarkable. And see, this is what I mean. It's updating in real time. And one of the things about honesty and citizenship and a sense of, I would say, maturity about what people in a democracy should do is, even if someone with whom you disagree about 99 things does the 100 really well, you should say so, because that's what intellectual honesty is. And so all credit to President Trump and his, as you say, unconventional team, Meacham told MSNBC's Morning Joe. Hamas agreed this week to a peace deal pushed by Trump to end the war in Gaza and return the hostages. 2 years after the terror group attacked Israel on October 7th, 2023. Ignatius told the co-host that Trump was able to do what former President Joe Biden was not. I can remember in the month or so after October 7th, an Israeli senior official saying to me, "We are so disoriented and traumatized by this war, the United States is going to have to make decisions for us." Joe Biden could never do that. He couldn't make decisions for himself, let alone this country, let alone another country. But that's a side point. And Donald Trump was able to do it. Did it at the decisive moment, when he said, essentially, this war must end and Israel cannot annex the West Bank, which many right-wing Israelis wanted, he said. Ignatius said Trump's team includes Steve Witkoff, U.S. Special Envoy to the Middle East, reached out to the Arabs, and developed important relationships. What's interesting about that, Joe and Mika, is these are the co-hosts, is that it took ideas from all over the Arab world, from the UAE, from Qatar, from Saudi Arabia, from Tony Blair in Britain, and pulled them all together in a single plan with the U.S. Weight of support behind it. That's how we got here. And in each case, it's Trump deciding these people, endless combatants, cannot do it on their own. I'm going to intervene forcefully. Tragically, this is something that Joe Biden, for all his desire for peace, was unable to do. I guess that's what we call leadership, right? At least that's how I see it. So, let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying. I am not comparing one human being to another. I am comparing war tactics. That is absolutely appropriate. It is a proper analogy. I am talking about a war on multi-fronts. Don't put words in my mouth, ussarn G. Did Connie say she was going to see it? Oh, I do want to see that in the theater. Yeah. Oh, a Trick or Treat is a fandom event as well. Good. I hope you enjoy that. Any other films in a similar style, Henson or otherwise, that you can recommend? Labyrinth. Just saw that this past year for the first time. I had never seen Labyrinth before. If you think too much about the story behind that, it's a little icky. It's a little icky, but still a good story. Still a very, very good story. Well, there you go. Yeah, I think that's plenty to be thankful for today. I want to be thankful for the health of one of the few celebrities I still respect. There aren't many anymore. One of the things I respect the most about Dolly Parton is throughout the years, she's been asked repeatedly about her political opinions and so forth, and she always refuses to answer. She says, nobody listens to me to hear my political opinions. I am a singer, occasionally an actor, and that's all people are interested in, and that's all they need from me. And I respect the heck out of that. I really, really do. Unfortunately, the Democratic Party hierarchy and the leftist news media still suffer from TDS, Trump derangement system. Yes, many do. But look, just this article here from PMSNBC, as I like to say, is a very good way to see where they're trying to pull back from it. They're starting to get their heads on straight again, you know. I'm sorry you don't like my analogy, ussarn G. It was apt. I used it. Hitler does not get to be, persona we'd never talk about, okay? Just because, this stream is now going to be demonetized because I mentioned his name. You're giving him way too much power. He was a world leader who had bad war tactics, and you need to pay attention to them. You need to learn your history, and it is appropriate to compare bad to bad, right? When someone is making the same mistakes, you should call it out. Okay? Now I'm done with that topic. Yep. And that's not what I was doing. I was not comparing one man to the other. I was comparing tactics by, one strategist against the other. It is absolutely appropriate. There's a very different comparison. I mean, yes, it's not smart, but U.S. is one of the largest militaries in the world. Russia's done the same thing. You can pull it off if you have the resources. Not everyone does. Has anyone seen Pan's Labyrinth yet? That is absolutely on my to-watch list. It looks really good. That's Del Toro, right? I am very interested in that. In fact, Big Al's talking about it. Pan's Labyrinth is an amazing film. I have also seen... there's the story is kind of told kind of in two different perspectives, and I've seen a fan film that kind of separates one from the other, so that you can watch it from one aspect, you can watch it from the other. So there you go. And I saw you referencing Gorilla's Random Thoughts, but I don't see his comment. Whatever Gorilla said, I missed it. So, here it is. MSNBS. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. I like PMSNBC, but that one works too. I get that. I'm glad you can make it. I'm just wrapping up. In fact, I'm going to wrap up a little early because I know you are taking off work a little bit early. We have somewhere to go and some things to do. So I am going to wind it down. Tomorrow, although I will be talking booze, as I usually do on Friday, it's going to be a little bit of a booze-related rant. I will talk more... Actually, did I send this to Boomer to talk about on Sunday as well? I can't recall. But I have some strong words for a Tennessee-based distillery that I will be boycotting now, probably for the rest of my life, and pushing a hashtag in relationship to it. Not sure it'll catch on, but I think I want to at least make people aware of it, and then tell you why that's not what I will be sipping on tomorrow night. I will be sipping on one of their competitors instead. There's no doubt about this, Wallace. Wait and see. I'm just hopeful. That's why I say being thankful for this. Any push, absolutely. Exactly. So there you go. That is all I got for tonight. So tonight is Thursday. Next up, of course, is Netter's Network. Tonight, we will be sitting down with Christoph, the Vagrancy Horror. because, boy, this is the spooky season, and he brings the spooky stories. And if you are not already subscribed to him, I hope you will subscribe to him tonight. Check out his channel, hear some of his stories, and we'll get a channel update from him tonight. Of course, return tomorrow for the official entry into the weekend, which is the Friday Liquid Lunch, and then tomorrow evening for Last Call, where we're going to be looking at some very, very scary AI news that we've been seeing in the past couple weeks. And, yeah, a little bit of an AI update. So I want to thank every single one of you for coming and sharing your lunchtime with me. I hope you all enjoy yourself. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Salute.
Goodbye. Hope to see you again real soon.
So here's to the daylight, the drinks and the fun, our liquid lunch till the next one comes. With a wink and a smile, we'll be back real soon, chasing that jazz under the high noon.